Alright, Mike, this is the simplest version of the Battle of Waterloo that I can probably tell with any kind of historical accuracy. Alright, this is basically north-south. Wellington's laid his army out on a small ridge of hills, basically east to west, facing south. Along this, there's a road that comes right up here. Napoleon marches up that road from the south. So he anchors he says that he will defend this position. He tells Marshal Blücher if Blücher will march to his aid, he will stand and fight on these hills. So that's what he intends to do, because Blücher says that he will come the next day. Blücher is somewhere off to the east at this point. Wellington has anchored his right on this farmhouse with a wall around it called Hougoumont. He has some sharpshooters in there. Napoleon is going to attack that Hougoumont as a diversionary tactic because he wants Wellington to commit troops and reinforce it and weaken his center, reinforcing these troops here. Unfortunately for Napoleon, these troops do a really good job of repelling this attack, and actually reinforcements from the French are sent into that attack. Napoleon's main thrust is going to be right up the middle. He uses an artillery barrage to soften the middle. At some point, Field Marshal Ney, who is a French, very hot-headed, hot-blooded, has a reputation for being the bravest of the brave, thinks that Wellington is retreating, so he takes this massed cavalry charge and he leads it up over the hill. Unfortunately, he finds out that there are infantry squares back there and he's repulsed. Some people say that he did this 6 times. Some people say that he was trying to get killed in the battle, go out in a blaze of glory. Nobody knows for sure. Eventually, Napoleon does have an infantry attack that is really badly organized, happen in the kind of the right center of his line, the left center of Wellington's line. It's repulsed by cavalry and artillery and infantry. And Uxbridge is in charge of the cavalry. He charges, and in fact, he charges too far, and the French cavalry repulse him. So it's kind of a stalemate at this point. But Blücher is coming closer. So eventually his troops start to arrive around 4 p.m. elements, and then other troops start to arrive around 7 p.m. And Napoleon is forced to take his infantry reserve and commit some of it to defend his flank as Blücher's coming up. So therefore, when it's time for him to take one last shot at breaking Wellington's line, he doesn't have a whole lot of reinforcements. He uses the reinforcements that he has, the guard infantry, to reinforce the attack on the center. But they are repulsed. And that is the end of the battle. They are routed to shouts of "Qui save peu," which is basically every person for themselves. And yeah, and it's Wellington orders a general advance, but everybody's so tired that they can't really chase them. So some elements of Blücher's cavalry do the chasing. There's a pretty good rear guard set up, so a lot of troops, and Napoleon is able to escape. So that's the Battle of Waterloo in a nutshell. If you have any more questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'll see if I can answer them for you. Thanks. Have a great day.